Hello there. Welcome here to Current Situation Media. Today is Thursday, March 27th, 2025. We have a very special interview tonight with some organizational leaders, and we will bring them on now. So we encourage you guys to share this live segment. Let's bring our brother JJ Dennis on. Dennis, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. So we are live right now. So let me know. Let me take you. Let me put you behind this. You want me to put you behind the stage, or you already set?
No, put me behind the stage first.
All right. Let me put you behind the stage. Okay. So Denis he went behind the stage here, trying to get things ready. But welcome here to Current Situation Media. We encourage you to share this. This is organizational politics. We're going to be speaking with the former national president of Gbarzon District or Association in the Americas. And we will also be speaking with the former national president. No, I said the former national president, Mr. J.J. Dennis. And we will also be speaking with the former board chairman, Daniel, as well. So go ahead and share this live here as we gear up here. But welcome here to Current Situation Media. It's Thursday. Share this live here and join the discussion here. Today we're going to discuss organizational politics here. Dennis. So Dennis, Gigi Dennis will be on shortly. And we will also be joined by Daniel Pyne. Daniel Pyne will be joining us as well. So let's go ahead and share this live segment. All right. So we're going to be bringing him on shortly as we opine. But what I'm doing right now, I'm sharing this live segment. So join us and share as well. We are live streaming here on my page, on the Vinton Hooks page, and the Current Situation Media page. So, and as you can see here tonight, we also welcome here to Current Situation Media. Thursday, March 27, 2025, organizational politics. The importance of revitalizing GGAA. As you all know, GGAA stands for Grand Gedeh Association in the Americas. So we're going to be featuring special guest, Mr. JJ Dennis, former national president of the Gbarzon District Association in the Americas. We also have another special guest, Daniel Pyne. He's a former GGAA National Board Chairman. All right. So, and we also have upcoming events in Des Moines, Iowa. Tafari, as you all know, Tafari is a launch establishment. Is open tonight, Thursday, and Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You know, and Tafari is also located at 3900 East 14th Street. And it's going to be open from 8 p.m. to 2:30 a.m., featuring DJ Apple and DJ Godfather. Also, don't forget the late Edith Swa, permanent resident of Des Moines, Iowa. We will be having her wakekeeping this Friday. Her wakekeeping this Friday here, and she passed away on January 24, 2025. Wakekeeping is Friday, March 28th, and funeral is 29. So we have many visitors of massive audience will be, ascending or descending, not ascending, but descending on Des Moines, Iowa this weekend. Yeah, so it's going to be busy. And but follow us here. And the repast for this upcoming funeral is this Saturday at 1:30 at 519 Park Street, Des Moines, Iowa. So yeah, let's go back here to Dennis. Let's see if we can add him back on the stage here. He's still not here on the stage. Dennis, can you hear me? All right, Dennis is now on the stage. So we're going to talk to the audience. We're going to talk to our audience here as we share this segment. So we are live streaming here on multiple platforms. But let's talk to our audience here as we await our guest. So our guest will be joining us here pretty soon in a little bit here. So let's share this live here and join us. Join us here. It's going to be a very important discussion here. So let me go ahead and share this live segment. Join us here, guys. Join us here. It's organizational politics tonight. But please join us here. We encourage you guys to join us tonight. We're going to be on for an hour and a half. It's going to be very informative. So join us here, and as you participate in this live segment, it's Thursday. How you doing on a Thursday night? Thursday, we are close to the weekend. How you doing, folks? We are very, very close to the weekend. So it's going to be very interesting here that you guys join us and let's make this happen. So go ahead and join us here. So we are sharing this in different chat rooms as we await for our guests to come on to start this organizational discussion. So we also going to bring our co-host. Let's go ahead and send the link to our co-host. So Alex Gray Sr. Alex should be joining us here shortly as well. But like I said, it's Thursday night. We are reporting here live from Des Moines, Iowa. So join us. Welcome here to Current Situation. So if you want to have your advertisement, you want to talk to us, always call us and where you can schedule or interview. All right. Whatever you want to talk about, we can carry on this platform. But yes, it's we are very close to the weekend. There's a lot of things happening this weekend here. We will be burying our action lady, a resident of Des Moines, Iowa. Her name is Madam Edith Swa. Edith Swa. She been a long time resident, and people are descending on the city from across the United States this weekend, Friday and Saturday. So Des Moines is anticipating very high numbers of visitors and guests from different parts of the country. So yeah, but tonight is a very special interview here. We want to talk GGAA politics. So as we share this and as we await our two guests tonight, we encourage you guys to share this live segment. Yeah, but it's going to be very interactive tonight. Very, very interactive. And so let's check with our guests and see. I know they are trying to come on here. They are trying to come on here. So we're going to check with our guests. All right. Brother JJ, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, check your email.
Are we ready?
Okay, check your email. The email is right.
You still want me to take to put you behind the scene?
Yes. Yes. Just give me like few minutes. Put me behind the scene.
All right, I'll put you behind the scene. All right, so we'll put JJ behind the scene right now. So as we await JJ, let's talk about other stuff here. So Des Moines, Iowa, as you all know, we will be saying a final farewell to our mother, sister, cousin, community action lady, Madam Edith Swa. So Edith Swa passed away on the 25th of January, 2025. We were at the beginning of the year, the end of the month, and she passed away. It was shocked. It was, blow on our community, and we believe the shadow of death always hit Des Moines hard. So, with that said, as you all know, the flyers have been circulating on social media where you guys can donate as well. So, we will be burying her this Saturday. The wakekeeping is Friday, which will be on the 28th. It's going to be massive. It's going to be happening at the Faith Confident Church, which is located on Douglas, 6000 Douglas Avenue. It's going to be overcrowded. The wakekeeping will also be there as well. The wakekeeping, the funeral. The repast will be at downtown, 519. Yeah. So as you can see, if you look at the bottom of the screen here, if you look at the bottom of the screen, you can see that the wakekeeping will be at 6000 Douglas Avenue. Okay, that's where the wakekeeping will be happening. But also the repast will be Saturday at 1:30, right after the burial. It will be at 519 Park Street, downtown Des Moines. And it's a big hall. That's where we're going to assemble. So we encourage you guys to share the word, and everything's going to be well organized. So we will bury our cheerleader, our action lady, and we encourage you guys to. All right. So, but go ahead and tune in. We will bring our guests on here pretty soon. Brother JJ, are you there?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
yeah, let's get on.
All right.
Let's get on. Let's be there. I don't know what happened with this shit. No, the thing is that he sent it to you as a test message. So I don't know how to put it here.
Can you send the link to Mr. Pyne so you can get on?
Yeah, but you have to text me his number.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know how to get hold of him.
My number is 267.
Okay, the number is 267.
All right, hang on there. Let me go ahead and write his number. What's the area code? 267
275
275
275
1200.
1200
Correct.
1200, right?
Yeah,
Okay. 267 275 1200.
correct.
All right, so I'm sending him the link right now, but because this interview is an hour and a half, so I want to also start.
Very good. That's why we want 1 hour and a half, please.
Yeah, an hour and a half here. So time right now is 8:11 here. People are joining us. So you guys can go ahead and please share this in the Grand Gedeh Association chat room and other chat rooms.
Okay.
And the Gbarzon District chat room and whatever chat room we can share this in here because we want a lot of people to come.
Yeah.
All right, so did he get it?
No, not yet.
I just sent it. It came from 515. All right,
Okay.
folks.
Yeah, you got it.
We will be. All right, so tell him to kind of what he can do here. He can copy and paste. If he's using iPhone, he can copy and paste the link in Safari. It's very easy. If he's using Android, he can copy and paste in the Google search bar. And so as soon brother Daniel comes on here, we can start here. But let me be talking to the audience here. Ladies and gentlemen here, welcome here to Current Situation Media. Tonight we have we are discussing organizational politics. We're going to be talking to two prominent individuals, Mr. JJ, former president of the Gbarzon District, and we will also be joined by Mr. Daniel Pyne, who also the former board chair of GGAA. So very interesting discussion. 1.5 hours here will be on. We will encourage the audience participation as well. And but this interview here is going to be, this I would say conversation, this dialogue. It's going to be very informative, and we encourage you guys to join. We encourage you guys to join as well and ask questions as necessary. Yes, but it's going to be very, very informative here. So go ahead and share this here. But today is Thursday, March 27th. We are the end of the month. This year is flying. I know we're keeping ourselves very busy and productive. So yeah, so we are still awaiting. Hello. So
Yeah.
if both of you are together, then y'all can just come on together. Yeah. If
Yeah,
both
we
of y'all
are. We
together.
are.
We are.
We are.
All right. So yeah, so that would be nice. Yeah, yeah, because you're both in the same environment. All right. Can you guys hear me and see me
Right.
well?
Yeah, we hear you well.
All right. All right.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
think that
Christmas
the
close.
audience can see you guys as well, and so internet everything looks good from my end. So we are already started the intro here.
It's a full
So for the
flash.
benefits of
Yeah.
our viewers here, and we will go ahead and start with introduction. So I just want to let you guys know this is a 1.5 hour interview. The interview is divided into three segments. The first segment is we are going to
Oh yeah.
get to know you
I'm
guys.
just studying.
The
Oh
first
yeah.
segment. And the second segment here will be where we dive into your the importance of revitalizing GGAA. That will be the second segment. Then the third segment will be just where we have the audience ask you guys questions, and at the end of the third segment, you'll be able to recap, and we'll be able to conclude. So let's proceed here, and let's go ahead and start from intro. So we will start with Mr. Daniel Pyne, and go ahead and introduce yourself with regards to your profession, your community status, and then important information you want the audience to know.
Well, thank you, Mr. Vinton, right?
Yeah, Vinton Hopes.
Vinton.
Okay, Vinton, thank you, Mr. Hawks.
Yeah.
Just to do a quick correction, it is Pyne, Pyne, Pyne.
All right, fine. Thank you for the
Pyne,
pronunciation.
yeah, yeah. And yes, I'm Mr. Daniel Pyne. Been in this community for a little while. Former board chair of the Grand Gedeh Association, and I'm the current chairman of the board of the United Chain Association. Before that, coming to America, I taught in the Ivory Coast in the refugee camp, in Ghana also in the refugee camp. 1982 graduate of the Cardinal University College. I also serve as one of the young president of the Grand Gedeh Association, University Student Young Gusu. So presently, I am serving as the chief strategist for the Gbarzon School team. And our role tonight will be to see why this team coming will set the pace in trying to revitalize the organization and bringing more dynamism into the community and help our people to reunite and pick up where we have left for past few years when I was board chair. So that's what we want to be talking about tonight.
Okay, thank you very much, here, sir. I really appreciate that here. And you said that before moving on to Mr.
Dennis?
JJ, did you say that you are currently the president or the chairman of the Chain District Association?
No, not a chain association. We have what they call UTAA, United Chain Association in the Americas. Well,
Okay.
our president is Mabel Yali. She's in Des Moines, Iowa. Presently, she's in Labrador because of presently she's in Labrador because her mother passed away. But we had the changing of guard from Chris Guillon to Mabel Yali in Des Moines sometime last year. I think it was in September last year. So yeah. So the organization is United Chain Association and not a chain district. The chain district is different from United Chain Association.
Thank you for that clarity. All right, so moving on here, go ahead, sir, and introduce yourself. Give us a little background of yourself here, your community status, your profession, and your current leadership position.
Well, my name is JJ Dennis. I live in Darby, Pennsylvania. If you're in Pennsylvania, then you know I live in Darby. If you're out of Pennsylvania, then you say I live in Philadelphia. Yeah. I live at the refugees camp. I was the first elected vice president for GDAA, which is the Grand Gedeh Development Association in Butuburam. And before that, I was in Nigeria. I was the founding member of OGEN, the Organization of Granadian Refugees in Nigeria. I served as the sport director for the Butuburam Refugee Association in Ghana, and I came to the United States. And I served in so many capacity, a founding member of the a little town they call Senway Association, and also I serve as the member of the board of directors of the Grand Gedeh Association in Pennsylvania. I also serve as the former, now I'm the former president of the Gbarzon District Association, the first uh, coordinator for the Gbarzon District Association for the Pennsylvania chapter. And I am also on the Gamers team as one of the strategists. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that here. So you guys both are on the Gilman and Slord team, and are you guys part of the team? It's called Amuni. Help me pronounce that one. Team
Amunya.
No,
Amwenu, sorry.
we will do it.
We will do it. Amwenu.
We will do it. Team Amoni.
Yeah,
All right. So yeah. Sorry
Amwenu.
for my
Amwenu.
I'm pointing. Yeah. Sorry for my
Yeah, you got it. You got it. You got
mispronunciation.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm still struggling here to pronounce. And so that word means we will do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll do it.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll do
All right.
what the Grandiers want.
All right. Thank you, guys. All right. So let's dive into this unique interview. And like I told the audience here, the interview is going to be very interactive here. We will also give the audience to ask questions as needed, and we'll read the comments or questions to you guys, and you guys can answer. Usually during this interview, I don't like to ask all the question. I like for the audience to participate because we keep the interview more interactive. We have also shared this link in some of our major chat rooms here. So as we go along, people will be joining us here. So let's start here, and I'm going to post a question, and any of you guys can answer. If I want you guys to answer a specific question, I will also go ahead and call name and where a particular person can answer. So the first question here is, why did you guys endorse uh, Otavius Gilman and his running mate? Why you guys in the why you guys what did you guys see? What motivated you, and the main reason of you guys endorsing this team? Let's start with Mr. Daniel Pyne.
Okay. So for the past few years, we are seeing the organization uh, taking on a level of diminishing return. And we see that the dynamism in the community is dwelling down. So there's a need for fresh, innovative, fresh young people to come and take the helm of power. Basically, new ideas, to put it that way. And the Game of Slew team comes with a new platform, something that people have been thinking about but have not been put to reality or even presented to people. So giving some of the good things that they put in their platform that are so dearly to people right now and so really demanding by the Grandians to see how they themselves can contribute in the workings of the organization, such as creating an environment where we can bring the districts together, the Chain, the Gbarzon, the Kunemo, in the developmental stream of Grand Gedeh projects. Another aspect being looking at creating an insurance pool where when people, for example, lose the family member or have a loss that is so dear to them, the organization can come in and then be able to give some assistance. Also looking at development projects back home that will accelerate youth participation, looking at macro projects, initiatives that these individuals have started on their own and that they will try to incorporate in the organizations. And if you step back and see somebody who is always pursuing to take an initiative, the first time, the second, and the third time, if they come around for the fourth time, you give them the chance. So with all these things in a nutshell, we feel that the Game on Slew team can bring the revitalization of the Grand Gedeh Association, something that a lot of Grandians are yearning for right now.
Okay, so I have some follow-up questions here to you. So
Can I
Mr.
can I
So
can I
well,
can I add?
Wait, when you come
yeah,
in.
yeah, yeah. I want you to add, yeah, because before I start asking my follow-ups, and I will go
Oh,
ahead and allow you to opine.
okay. Well, this organization been around since 1975, and if you look at the operation of the Grand Gedeh Association, the young folks are getting off. They don't come to this organization anymore, and the older folks too, they're having some fatigue. They are not into what the organization should be following. So, in order for us to keep the organization moving with all the good things that are supposed to be happening to our organization after these years, we feel that the young adults have the energy and the zeal and the idea, the technology to put things together to make the organization to continue to grow. And like what Mr. Pyne just said, there are so many things that we need to put together. We can't be doing the same thing over and over and over. We need new, ideology. We need to be motivated. We need to some of us need to relax and let us go ahead and we can galvanize their effort to make sure that the organization continue to grow. If you look at the Game of Slew team right now, the young adults, they are coming back. I mean, they are coming not back because they were not around, but now they are energized to support the organization. So it will be like a long term for them to get tired too, like us to be, yeah, so that another group come. We can't be keeping the same old thing and doing the same old thing. We have to come up with new uh, direction. And these guys, the Gimon Slew team, is selling an idea that the Grandians want to benefit. Like what Brother Pyne was saying, the insurance, the health, the education, the agriculture, these are things then that some of us thought of, but we could not get to it, and they are thinking about it. That's why we are supporting them.
Thank you. All right, thank you, gentlemen. Here, so let's go ahead with the follow-ups here, and like I said, here we'll also be monitoring the comments here. If anyone writes a comment, the audience will put it on the screen for you guys to see and read that. So my first follow-up question here is thank you for giving your reasons of endorsing the Gilman Sloan team. And but let's look at the current administration or the leadership, the Idipoa leadership here. And so, do you guys think that she has accomplished something and took the organization from one level to another level here? And I want you guys to be very fair here. And I know you guys have already endorsed Gilman, but give Idipoa a fair assessment so far since she took over. I want you to be objective.
Yes. Can I call you Vinton?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay. So to be a balanced person is something that I've taken from the youth. It's not just right now. I can be very friendly with you, and give you your flowers while you are alive, and also be very critical of you while you are alive. I don't go behind to talk about you. I say right in your face. And that's the kind of person I am. And that goes to my background as being a teacher, an accountant, and economist. The point is that Ida is a very friendly person, likable, sociable. Ida appears here, she comes with a smile. That tells you that, she's a gentle lady. But leadership has all of the values that we and to some extent, yes, she did well with this new system of, uh, of, of allowing the cash flow from the individual to the bank without any problem. So say, for example, when they call for collections and you want to make your donation or you want to make your collection, you send it through the cash app, it is clear. You can see it going in. So there's no problem with that. So setting up that financial system of receiving income to the organization, yes, we give either the flower based on the kind of income that they have generated, and it can be traced from where it came from to where it went to the bank. That will give for credit, and will give kudos to the treasurer, okay, for mounting this system that has now been put in place that we all appreciate. But to the extent that we appreciate money going to the account, we don't know how this money is taken out because we don't see reports very frequently. So the Grand Gedeh Association Constitution calls for you to make reports or make a budget at the start of the year or at the end of the fiscal year. Budget, we haven't seen how expenditures are being thrown out, but the fact that we have a very good system of collection should also be appreciated. So we appreciate her for that.
So you appreciate over the system of collection here, but you are not seeing, how the money is being
Been dispersed.
Disburse.
disbursed, utilized. Okay, and
Yeah, utilize.
yeah. So, Mr. Dennis, you want to add on before I do coming?
Well, that's one of the things. Uh, to collect the money is good. We know where the money going, but we don't know how the money coming out of whether they using it for the intended purpose. For me, when I hear like they pay some money, I don't know whether it's been approved by the board or it been discussed before paying for some money. I mean, the disbursement part is not something that is clear. But with receiving the money, even though we're talking about receiving the money, I don't, for me, I would have say I'm 100% that, oh, we got this in the account. I have not seen a bank statement. Maybe she sent it to the chapter coordinator, chapter president, and the chapter president supposed to send it to me or for me to see it. I haven't seen anything. I only hearing that, oh, either poor have this amount in the account. But whether it is there or not, for me, I don't want to believe. I believe in things that I can see. I don't want to believe hearing. But that's the Grand Gedeh Association.
But
So
don't you
when people
guys
pay
have?
money,
But don't you
yeah,
guys
go
have
on.
organizational meeting where each chapter pretty much be able to give a report and the general, the centralized team will be able to give a full report here, and it will be put on the system that you guys just talked about. You guys don't monitor the financial report. I mean, you guys admitted or or just concurred that appraise her for receiving, but disbursing and utilization of the money, you guys are not seeing it. But are you guys also seeing the financial report? Does the financial secretary make the report more vivid to the organization and the chapters?
Well, it should be, but I know that the organization have a structure. They have the financial reporting system. The last time I can remember the report was made either in Fargo, but there was some discrepancy because the budget for the Fargo convention has some discrepancy. Up to this time, whether they declare it or not, I don't know. So I don't really know whether the money that was received, they announce it. These are money that they can announce. When they receive it, they announce it, especially from the convention in Fargo, how much they realize, they announce it. But whether the money is in the bank right now, I don't know. Whether the money, did they announce it and it went in the account, I don't know. So that's what I'm saying. My chapter is supposed to be able to get that receipt or the report because the administration normally send it to the chapter and the chapter will be able to come to a meeting and disperse it. I mean, show it. But right now, no. Even my chapter have financial problem. So if they will go to the national and ICE, that's another story.
Yeah, and sort of come in here is that as former chairman of the board, so I follow up on the reporting system, financial reporting system of the organization. So we have quarterly report. Every administration has to make quarterly report. Now, sometimes people make the quarterly reports, send them to the chapter, and they are being distributed during the current meetings, and then they go to look at it. On the general level, we go to the convention each year, and then a general report is made. Okay, but from the chapter level, the chapter supposed to hold meetings and have the financial report to the chapter. Every chapter is supposed to do that. Whether they are doing it on the what, a quarterly basis or on a monthly basis, that has not been able to be seen. So it has not come to fruition. So what we are seeing here is that the reporting aspect is something that is not clear. By now, we should have the budget for the coming year, which should include the budget for the convention to be approved by the board. But up to now, we have not seen anything. So yes, we appreciate the fact that money going to the organization can be identified of who's making those contributions with regards to the cash app. But let's see how these money is being, spent, budget, expended, and then the report be given. Because that's how we appraise a good financial system. It's not just giving the money coming in. The money coming in is the inflow. How about the outflow? And what are
So,
the expenditures?
so
Yeah,
in a
go ahead.
nutshell, so in a summary of you responding to that question, you both are saying that the IDEPOA leadership or administration is not being transparent. Am I correct?
No, no.
Okay.
They
All
want
right.
no financial transparent. Not put it
Trans-
this way because transparent got so many
yeah,
things you look
financial
at.
transparency.
All right.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
So
So
the
we just want
irony,
to get that on record.
the irony here is that the poor team call themselves transparent, but transparent shouldn't just be visible only when you appear, to parties, or when you appear, to um, some gathering where you come in and people singing behind you, but the transparency should also go to making these regularly required mandates from the Constitution. You have to make quarterly reports. Why are the quarterly reports? And if they are made, why can't you make it very important, make it very crucial that this report reaches out to the public of the Grand Gedeh Association? So that's where the problem lies. So transparency, yes, but transparency on what? On what? Okay, you can come and say, yes, we are transparent. We're sending a container to Liberia. Okay, but if you send a container to Liberia, what is the budget for that container? What are you sending? Let's categorize what you're sending, and let's make it clear. Let everybody see it. You know what? This quarterly report is in the chat room. Look, another thing we should appreciate is this chat is being molded by people just going there to write trash about other people. But the fact is that chat room is a platform that the administration can use to disseminate its information and make the people to understand what they're doing. You see, they put up information about election, publicity campaign, but they can't put out the information for the quarterly report or the budget, that is going to the board to be approved. Because that budget should have been ever since. So that platform or on the WhatsApp should be used for this kind of a stuff and not just for campaigning alone.
Okay.
So at least you got the point. Yeah.
Thank you, gentlemen. Yeah, and the people will decide because the election coming up in May in Kentucky. Current situation, we will be there too. We are in preparation to be there to cover the election here. The people will decide. So moving forward here, gentlemen, what about before? Because I will let you guys talk more about the government thing. I just wanted to
Oh
make
no,
some
Oh,
go ahead.
yeah
definitely.
contrast here. So, what about what Madam Poa did here with the nursing program that she trying to resuscitate in the Grand Gedeh, where at the college the nursing department closed due to lack of finance, but then her administration pretty much gave some helping hand. What do you guys think? What do you guys make up of that? What's your input on that, both of you?
Definitely, that's a good idea. Who would now want to give assistance to an institution that is bringing out young people and then giving them a profession that they'll be able to live on their own and then be able to create generational wealth for the people? Who would not want to do that? But the point is that it shouldn't be ad hoc. It should be something, it shouldn't be cosmetic, okay? It shouldn't be a rush thing, all right? You rush to do it because people come. It should be something that is planned. So it can be a step, a gradual step that is incremental. So the 9,000 you gave now, is that all to it? No. And
So
the person itself can
is
not
that
even.
nursing program, has that nursing program reopened?
Nope.
No, no.
Let me add on something. Uh, let me for me at the criminal justice. So I will let you look at things there from a different point of view.
Right.
When the clinic when the nursing college closed, how long were it closed? When did they write you that they wanted help? Is it when the government was about to open it, but they said they would give because it's like $30,000. The government it closed ever since. That's not right now. The government asked, say, okay, we can give you this amount. But then the college decided to say, okay, all right, the national president or the Grand Association to see where they can help. Now, what I'm trying to say is that the timing, in fact, is political. Because when they were talking, when they closed it at that time, the president or the administration heard it, they knew that the place was closed. They waited until almost time to election before they could say, oh, we gave you this amount. Why you didn't give it to them from the beginning for it not to be closed? Because they were talking about closing it because they were running out of money or they were running out of instructors. You could have jumped into it, but you waited. At this time, then you went and gave them the money. And up to this time, the nursing school have not yet been open.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so to add to that,
yes. Go ahead.
here is that when the administration of IDEPO was formulated and the budget was prepared, as for that budget, how much has been appropriated for development projects or school projects in Liberia? What percentage of the budget was intended to help education, agriculture, or what is the budget play? Let's look at the budget, and because it's from the budget that you tend to actually lay out your plan, achieve your goals. So if this college if this nursing program was has formed an integral part of either sport or current budget, it wouldn't have been up to the last few months before they sent money. They will have informed everybody, look, we want to help the education system in Liberia, specifically the community college, and we understand that XYZ is happening. So we are making this general donation, or we have asked the college that we have this particular amount set aside for assistance to the college. Then that means that budget has an educational component to assist. Okay, of course you can act in crisis, but now when you tend to do it to gain political favor or try to arouse and appeal to people because you have not done it for the past few times and now election is coming, you say, okay, let's do it. But even with that, if we say election is coming, you do it, we not say it's bad, but are you doing it in consciousness with the act of helping the people, or is just a political gimmick? So that's the
Yeah, but
question.
yeah, okay. I mean, you guys are making some relevant points, but say she maybe based on when she got the request from the folks back home in Grand Gedeh, because her folks were on current situation, and we kind of debated that because the institution is a government institution, it's not a private institution, so we kind of argue why that budget for the nursing program was not presented to the Senate, where the government would be able to help or the county should be able to help, but instead they reach out to the organization back home. All right. Even though it's a government institution, but the organization decided to help. But you don't think that she did that, and they will kind of not only benefit our administration, but benefit the organization in general, the Grand Gedeh Association, where Grand Ghanaians in the diaspora and back home will be able to be say yes, our folks back home help us, even though our government or our representative, our legislature was supposed to help, but the organization back home helped. You don't think that praise should go to, it will benefit as the organization in whole and the students who are pursuing nursing?
So we just said that it's a good step in the right direction, but poorly implemented and not actually planned for. You see, you can't say that we should always wait when crisis come before we help. The fact that the organization, the Grand Gedeh Association, can assess the college is a good thing. We're not saying why you send the money. We are only looking at it being perpetual. We are looking at it being something that will continue. And it shouldn't come out of crisis. And that's why you see the difference with the Game of Slough team. Because we'll have an educational budget. We'll not wait when crisis come before we start rallying to see what we will do. But we have a budget to assist. That's what we're saying. But we're not saying that the idea of giving the money to the college to reopen it is bad. No, it's not what we're saying. We're just looking at the methodology and the manner in which it was done. That's all we're
Okay.
saying.
And to add up,
Mhm.
that's something that they just heard. That's what I'm coming to. That's something that was
They just
they
heard
just heard.
the thing being in the vanguard
The
for
thing being
long.
the vanguard for some time.
Yeah. You understand?
My association, the Gbarzon District Association, we look at this the school system over there. We sponsor some students in the health sector over there. And for some of us, our expectation is that Seth Ede served as a vice president, 210 vice president. Money was allocated, money was collected at one of the conventions during her administration. About $2,000 from each of the chapters to help with the hospitals,
The clinics.
the clinics in Grand Gedeh. And
In the three
in the
districts.
3 districts. And up to that time, where the money is spent, nobody knows. So for some of us, we were anticipating that, I was vice president and we received $2,000 from each of these chapters. We might, at that time, it might be like 30 some $1,000 they receive and nothing that they were in. So as a president, we were anticipating that she could have been the best person to get on some of the things like the health, the education, and some other things then that were in their plan before, but nothing. So
So how many?
at 11 hour and giving them 9,000 or $10,000, it's just a political step that she was going. Because other than that, she was supposed to come immediately when she won. She was supposed to look at it from that perspective.
So how many sessional organization contributed to the clinic development that you was talking about? How many? Say, and can you name them?
No, the state.
Well, I'm
They,
telling.
they have
Oh,
they
the
have
oh the
I come, I
chapters.
come,
Are
I
you
come
talking about the
to
yeah the
chapters?
chapters,
yeah, talk about
chapters.
And
chapters.
how many chapters are contributed?
Approximately, I think about 16 chapters were in existence at that time.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
okay.
16 chapters,
Yeah,
but
they might all
I
of them
can't
might
be
not
So
be.
for I
so
cannot
when
be
they gave,
definitive. I can't be definitive
do you
to
know
say
the
that.
amount the chapter gave to the leadership and when she took
Well,
over the first year or when?
no, not eat
No,
it, not eat it, not
not.
eat it.
I said she was vice
He
president at
was
that
talking
time.
about the time
Okay.
when Collins was president, she was
Yes,
vice
she was
president,
vice
So this
president.
was
but
yeah,
not eat
yeah.
it
So
time,
this was a
No,
long
not
time.
eat it.
Okay.
not eat it
So
time.
what I'm saying is that if you were vice president and you collected and your administration collected $2,000 for each chapter, at that time, all the chapter paid, maybe that was 16 chapter, you were talking about, 32,000 from that time. Now, and there's nothing to show that there's clinic that was either built. So the 32,000 should have been kept if you don't use it. So when you got in as a president, you're supposed to make sure that after $2,000, whatsoever it's supposed to be, or whatsoever you want to do at that time, you are supposed to continue with it.
Okay. And
You
that
understand where
time
I'm
she
coming
was,
from?
But
and at that
I
time she
think
was a vice president to
yeah,
Collins. And what
yeah,
year
she
was
was vice
that?
president. What she was vice president of Collins. I come in. Let me just throw a little light on that. She was vice
Yeah.
president of Collins, and after that term, I think we had two or three successive administration before she will reappear as president for the organization. So what did they? What did those organizations? I mean, those leadership do in line with the project left by Collins? That's another thing to be taken into consideration, and that's why we try to hold her accountable when she professed that um, come give me the leadership after James Yubote, and I'll make sure that I continue James Yubote projects. Okay, so and that was a marvelous move and a noble move on her part. But then he continued Yubote projects. You did not do the first thing of the basketball court. Again, you would have come back to say, okay, you know what? I did not complete the projects I wanted to complete at the past time. Now I'm president. Let me carry on the projects of the clinic. Let me carry the projects of the women
Resource Center.
resource center. Those projects will have come out of her. But you can't bring projects at one point, the project die. You come back again, then you say bring another project. Right now we're talking about something around almost $300,000 to pay or what? A recreation park with basketball, with football, and with tennis and all that kind of stuff. Where are we going to get our money from? And besides that, that money we're going to take to build basketball, I mean, or how do you call it? Uh, uh,
The tennis.
no, not the tennis, how do you call it? A sports park
Yeah.
with basketball and the rest of that. That money we can take it and transform it to other aspects that are really in need. The hospital, the clinics,
The
a
school.
fitting library,
The
a
schools.
laboratory. Can you imagine the whole country is ready? No laboratory. No laboratory. If I'm lying, let somebody call me and say, yeah, we got laboratory right now at Susan and so place. Maybe I'm multilateral.
Maybe I'm multilateral.
Now I send a revitalizing. Okay. But when we were in school there, the laboratory we have were in the classroom. We go take the bus stop bin on them from in the closet and bring it. And then we try to carry the experiment after that, put them back. But of real fitting laboratory that I saw was when I went to school, I got in them. And right now, that situation is still there. So let's invest in it. I'm not saying sport is bad, but let's look at the integral part of giving people that opportunity before they can even play sports in this country. Before you play sports, your grades should be good. If your grades not good, you can't play sports. So let us just push sports as a means of trying to say what we're bringing up the people, and don't forget the basic aspect of making them to be able to agree to disagree on the basis of reasoning. So reasoning means that we must give them education. Before they get the education, let's make sure that
Healthy.
health
And they should be able to eat.
they should be able to eat. Then, of course, we know that we are dealing with those factors. But unfortunately, these things are not happening. So that's why we say, well, we want to revitalize the Grand Gedeh Association at this point in time.
All right, gentlemen, thank you here. Let's move. Let's spend the next 40 minutes here looking at what your candidate, um, Otavius Gilman, and his running mate going to do. You know, you mentioned revitalization of the Grand Gedeh Association in the Americas here, and you also spoke about the reason why you guys endorse this individual. I personally know Otavius. You know, I know him as a businessman, as an entrepreneur, a well likable guy who is sociable. He's my friend. He will be coming on the show anytime. You know, if you have some time here. He also served as my political panelist a year ago on the network. So moving forward here, Gilman's Law team here, you talk about fresh ideas, you talk about creating, you know, environment to bring, you know, the district together. You'd also talk about insurance pool, you know, you talk about development project back home that will elevate the youth here. And every politician, you know, will come and say that, you know, to the folks. Grandiers are very generous folks, you know, they assemble, they gather together doing conventions, doing elections here. So, looking at Otavio's track record here as a businessman here, and as do you think Otavio will get the support and the vote, even though Madame Poir ran to me, you know, she was not challenged, even due to the election rules and regulations that did not qualify some other candidate to contest with her. So she was not challenged. I believe that you know, she still, you know, won the election here, but you know, with you know, a white ballot. But now she's going to be challenged here by this candidate here. So give us some concrete reason that you think that you know, Madame Poir grew up in the system. She worked with the system up to now. Otavia came in the system, you know, at the middle. A young guy who pretty much travel around and helping people, you know, get them into homes or selling homes here. How you think Grandier is going to react to someone who pretty much she's a grassrooter, you know, where the system built her until she became president, and a guy who pretty much, was a member and decided to say, you know what, you'll make me president. Because politics is very dynamic here, you know. I mean, we've seen the gatherings, you know, but we want to look at the numbers based on our experience. Give us some insight here, gentlemen.
Well, thank you very much. You see, the dynamics of creating a personality to try to appease to people is first of all from your home, your background, a family man, an entrepreneur, or young guy, and you know, who always see his fellow men as his brother, his fellow sister as his sister.
Let me hold on, sir. We got some background noise in your area. Can you guys turn the stuff down here? Yeah, because the noise is trying to override here the conversation. So yeah, but thank you very much, here, guys. We appreciate that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. While he's coming, you know, numbers, election, you need the numbers. But at the same time, I started in with human fatigue. Right now, grandchildren, when you ask them, there's nothing else that they will tell you but let's give Edith a second chance. Most of the people that have been voting for Edith, they're not looking at what Edith did. As far as they're concerned, they want to give her a second chance. What the second chance is for? You have to be able to do something for people to say yes, we'll give you a second chance. But hey, Gaiman and the SLU team, most of the people that are gravitating to their platform are the young adults. And these young adults, they are prepared to work for Grand GDAA Association or for Grand GDAA. That's why they look at the platform. The platform is very much appealing to Grand GDAA. Only people that will understand when they say platform, or people that will understand what the Game of Slow team want to do will vote for them. Those that will not vote for them, they are not voting for them because they want to give it a second chance. But the second chance is sometimes dangerous because the person not going for the third time, so they can do anything. And we are not there to say we'll give her the second chance because she didn't do things that's supposed to be done. The association, the chapters, most of them right now, they are not operational. But they will collect the $300. If you come today, if you are from how do you call Alaska, when you Alaska, you get either poor administration $300, they'll recognize you. What they do in Alaska, she didn't want to know. But what the Game of Thrones team want to do is what the Grand GDAA in Alaska, what are they doing? We want to incorporate the people in Alaska. It will be a policy that we'll be looking at. And the policy is that we have to give each of these chapters a tax that they will perform. Let us know what they're doing. Let us create, programs that will help the national administration. If the national administration will give a chapter some money to have their program and get that money back and get the profit from it and do something back home. These are things we want to do. We don't just want to leave the chapter like that, then time can at the 11th hour, you can bring $300 and register, then you qualify. There's some chapter president, the leadership, they've been around since I came to America here, in the 2000s. They are still president. Some chapters are there, the money, the chapter coordinator, chapter president, squander the money and nothing comes out of it. And then they bring another person again to be president. The president just lay low. But we will make sure that these chapters are functioning, meetings are held. If Mr. Gamer will attend the chapter meetings, he's going to do it. And these are things that we are looking at. So if we're not looking at people endorsing and here, yes, we are looking at it too. But we got the numbers. And the number we got, they are the moving numbers. The young adults, that the number we're looking for.
So give an example or just give a reference to which chapter you think that mismanaged or maybe embezzle, the chapter money that the national leadership didn't do nothing. But give me just one example.
Where you are right now. Where you are right now.
The Iowa chapter?
Iowa chapter.
Yeah.
Iowa chapter, the president that was there, he embezzled the money.
What's his name?
Zletote.
Zletote?
Yes. Zletote. Before the lady that is there now. Zletote. In Pennsylvania here, they got they call him Collins, SM Collins. He took the money, he's down in Kentucky, running campaign heavily over there for Iroquois, which is good. But these are things that we're talking about.
So
I mean, you can't operate. You can't be transparent. You can't be transparent, and get people that serve you as president for the chapter, and they took the poor money, and you say, "Oh, we set up committee, and the committee coming back, and nothing up to this time." No, that's not transparency.
So if Octavius is elected, what will his leadership do different if a chapter mismanage their funds or embezzle, or what will he do different from previous leader and from the current leadership?
So Octavius, the first thing is that, just to answer your question, the first thing as a leader, you do allow these situations to happen. That is, you must be engaging, okay? And to the contrary, Collins didn't have that problem. Iroquois was vice president on Collins. She should learn from Collins on that. Collins are always engaging the chapter leaders. So before anything spark up, he's there. He be on the corner. So Gilmore would make sure that he always engaged the chapters, always in contact with them, so that problem cannot come. But, and I say but, if with all the leadership advice, with all the leadership scrutiny, questioning, and then a specific president takes the chapter money, definitely that individual will be held accountable, not just to say, well, let's just investigate. The man going to pay for that money, number one. And number two, he will not be part of the organization for a considerable long time. And if he refuses, we'll take him to court because this organization is recognized. You can't take the organization money and the people money. And to be honest, Vintam, that's one of the things why people are feeling fatigue about the organization. They are not seeing anything realistic. They are not seeing anything tangible besides the statute that Jane Ubotit bill. Okay, I agree. We are be sending materials to Liberia, to Grand Gedeh specifically. But these are all consumable items. Bed sheets, bed mattresses, chairs, all those kind of things. So then we should have something that if we send it this year and it's gone, because we know that after sometimes they will deplete. I mean, they will wear out. Then we should have replacement. So it's the same thing, the chapters, you should be on the back. You can't be a sitting president and then 5, 6 chapters are closed or they're not functioning. So where is the leadership? So GMO is not going to do that. And GMO will have competent leaders and competent advisors to make sure that they reach out to the chapters as we are doing, talking to the coordinators in those chapters right now as we approach elections. In the morning, we're on the phone with them. In the afternoon, we're on the phone with them. So we're not going to do that. I mean, we're not going to stop after the election, but we're going to make sure that we transfer what we did during the campaign into reality so that these people can be able to be held accountable every day, every night, every morning. And we'll make sure that they have meetings. And as they have meetings, the president will go attend. And one thing I should give my brother here kudos, when JJ was president for the Gbarzon district, when a district chapter having meetings, he will go there. You'll fly from Philadelphia and go there and sit in that meeting. You know what it does? It creates that genuineness of people have seen the leader. Back home those days when we were there, the president will have, celebrate birthday in those counties. And when the president is coming, they make sure they clean the streets, they paint the buildings, everything look new. So everybody, when the president will come to the area. So if the president is going to a specific chapter, that chapter will put a house together.
And in addition to that, the good thing is we know what it means to be a president. Some of us, we talk to administrations upon administrations, and we serve in. If I'm going to demolish today, when I was a president, if I'm going to demolish today, is that a big thing? Peter Tabler, who was the coordinator over there, myself will be talking every time. Every day, if Mr. Bali, if he listen, he will know what I mean. Every morning, these are voluntary jobs, but if you're doing it, you should do it with your whole heart. Every day I'll be calling Phoenix. I want to know what's happening there because the chapter president, coordinator, whatever must tell me. I will call Pennsylvania chapter. I will call New York. I will call the other chapters there to make sure what is going on there. Everybody good. Yeah. Everybody. I mean, these are things that make the chapter to know that, yes, our president is checking us. You don't play with people money like that. But if the men doing their own thing, I'm not saying that we are going to micromanage you, but look, we want to make sure that what you're doing is correct.
So Gemo Sulu had not come to power, but the Texas chapter was somehow dwindling. They were not active. So what we did, we engaged the people there because the former president was my student when I was teaching in the Ivory Coast. He was one of my bright students. So I took the phone and called him, look, people in your chapter want to register. They want to go for the convention. What are you doing? So the people in one kind of meeting, they want to do this. I said, okay, put 2 or 3 person on the line. They put on the line. The next thing I went to, the chapter came up, boop. Now either is taking the phone call and election coming, thank you guys for the work you did, but you need kind of vote for me and the rest of that. So where were you when this chapter was drinking? That is time you should have taken the phone and called them. But you have your surrogates there. But the only train punches are people in the how they call it GGA chat room. But they were not sweeping or cultivating the voters there. But now you want to, because the chapter is alive. So these are all gimmick. Okay. Political gimmick.
All right, gentlemen. Here, we see that most Liberians vote on based on popularity. They don't vote on substance. They vote on, oh, I like this person. So the person, if you ask them, what do you like this person for, them be like, oh, he's popular, she's popular. Okay. And so my question is, how you guys going to convince voters or Grandians that, especially the youth, because if you maybe ask your granddaughter or your daughter or your niece, say, oh, you know, what do you think about Otavius or Idipua? They might say, Idipua name might ring in a ear, or maybe, they're like, okay, I've seen Idipua on a lot of social media. Her name is her household name here. So how can you convince new voters or young voters that Otavius is the guy that will, revitalize the organization, and that young voter does not even know who Otavia is, but always, have heard the name Edith Poir, or I've seen her because she travels a lot to different functions. Whether it's a wedding or it's a funeral or it's a convention and stuff. So how can you convince voters like that okay, this man is the man that going to change the organization for the better?
Normally, when the candidate is running, majority of the people may not know that candidate. Like, for example, when Barack Obama was running, a lot of people didn't know Barack. Okay? But what Barack did is that he touches them. He tells us things that they are feeling. Right now, as an organization for 50 years, we don't have an office space. We don't even have a computer. The young man there will say yes. So if I have a complaint, if my chapter leader is not even telling me what I need to know, how can I get redress? The common man there will say, yes, that's true. And we tell them that, look, we are being here, and everything we're doing is that we're sending bed sheets, we're sending this one, we're sending chairs, we're sending that. We want to be productive. We want the organization to have a share in the agricultural development of the county. And yes, it is true that if we employ these people back home and they are working on the farms and they cultivate the farms, the produce from the farm will help to put money in their pocket. Will we give us a little reprieve? And they will say yes, because they have cousins, they have nephews, they have nieces, they have aunts that are asking them for money every time that they have to send. But if they have somebody there that's working, they can then put a share together to develop. I here will put money together to develop. And for example, somebody being here and you are not touching them, and we tell you, say, look, we want to know the number of students that are graduating from IU at our Liberians. We're not talking about high school students yet, but let's look at the college students. Because we talk about high school students, we're talking about almost 50 to 60. But let's look at those that are coming out of colleges. What can we do to help them, to give them a purse? It will touch you over there because you have a niece or nephew who's graduating. That will make you to pay attention to Gima. Either not saying that. Either is talking about building a playground in Israel at the community college. But this playground didn't start from her original program. But if you have started an original program and she started it, and the students are saying, you want to, yeah, it makes sense. But election come in 2 months, then you put up, how they call it, blueprint, or how they call it, graphic design, and in the chat room of the playground you want to establish. So what that graphic design will tell this guy whose little brother is in school and is coming to graduate next year, and you telling him that, look, you know what, we want to have a parcel, a little gift. When I see too much money will be inside, we'll not even tell you where it is, but it's a gift. But that low recognition, Vincent, that yes, I'm recognizing this, will draw that voter. Will make them to say yes. I know I've been here eating for long, but the other game I see where long nose, a small face, well, ain't no football. I think you'll do something. That's what we're coming from. This is from that perspective.
And in addition to that, Mr. Vinton, I said the association started since 1975. Every little thing that you're thinking about is in Zwedru. The Gemoslu team will change that notion. The district will be benefited. How? We'll go to the convention. Every year we'll go to the convention. The Gemoslu team says that if you go to the convention, right after the convention, at least if that $10 we get, we'll take out $2 and give it to Gbarzon district. We'll take out $2 and give it to Chien district. Take a 2 that go to Queenable District for their development. Let people that go to the convention, and they are from different districts. All of them are from Chien District, or all of them are from Zwedru. Everything we've been looking for here, we carry it as Zwedru. This time around, we have that share. We give Gbarzon this report, but then at the end of the year, because we're going to the next convention, you got to make report to the national administration. What did you do with the money that they gave you? The first thing is that we will know that you're having a project. Gbarzon District is constructing a high school in town. They need money. We'll get the money. Chien District is giving scholarship. Maybe they believe in scholarship. We'll get the money too. They see 2,000, we'll get a Chien District. Queenable District trying to build bridge. We'll get them 2,000. But we have to make report to the Game of Slew team. So that next year, when the Gbarzon District meet and they say, oh, we received this amount in their convention, because every year too, they have their convention too. That report should reflect that Game of Slew team gave them that amount. And that alone would make them to feel that they are part of the Grand GDAA Association.
So that
people will say every day we're giving people money, every day we're giving money. Where our money is going? We know what it's doing. But we will make sure they know that the money doing something for them in their district too.
So that is the process of revitalization, Vitom, that we're talking about. Okay? To revitalize it so that it can be decentralized. People in Gbarzon, Chien, Kunamo will bear the fruits. Because the thing is that we want to get the Grand GDAA Association away from this habit of engaging in competition with districts and grassroots organizations, breath organizations, and on projects. The people building school, then you build school. They build basketball court, you build basketball court. No, serve as a mother organization to look for money, create a means where you get grants to help these organizations. Then you sit back and watch them and see how they develop.
Exactly.
All right, gentlemen, let me, because we got 15 more minutes here to climax, but let me ask you guys this question. And I always ask most high-grade GDAA officials whenever they come on this platform here. If you notice or you can see that two counties in Liberia, Grand GDAA and Nema County, they have more population in the U.S. I want to establish that fact first. Am I correct? Would you say I'm correct?
Yes, you are correct.
All right.
Yes, you are correct.
Yeah. So Grand GDAA and Nema. So I always ask this question: why is it those two counties, they are not the most developed counties in Liberia? Because even though other Liberians send money to different parts of Liberia, you, me, other people. But if you notice, let's focus on let's go back now to the Grand GDAA Association. The Grand GDAA Association have service sectional groups. Gbarzon, Chien, this other group, United Sister Bone. So if you read it, I don't know the total number here, the stats. Correct me if I'm wrong.
A lot.
There are a lot, over 20 to 30 sectional organizations. Then you have the overall model organization, GGAA. Then you also have Grand GDAA Association in the Diaspora, which is another powerful organization too. So looking at that, my question is, and like the brother said, this organization has been around 1970, but looking at those sub organizations, why is it Grand GDAA is not one of the well-developed counties? Because there is a lot of resources, a lot of money from members, from conventions. And one thing I will tell you, Grand GDAAs are very supportive. They will hammer that leadership or they will talk bad more, but when it comes to coming together, paying to get into an event or contributing as a member, they will do that.
They will do it.
They will raise thousands of dollars. So why is it that Grand GDAA is not well developed based on all the resources that is being collected by these other organizations?
Well, I don't know why NIMBA is developed. I don't think they are developed or they were developed from their organizational point of view here. Nimbadians, they got money. Each of those buildings that you see in Nimba, in Ganta, sometimes you watch this guy, one guy can go around, you see, there are individuals that have structures in Ganta. If you get to Tapeta, you know that you're getting far now. Tapeta might be having houses all around, but not on the main road, you will not see them. So when you talk about NIMBA development, NIMBA got fundings, they got so many things that they can get money for. But Nimbadian, they got money, they got people that got money. Granted, trust me, I don't think we got people, we don't have people with a lot of money in Granted.
No, but sir,
Hold on.
hold on. I'm not talking about individuals. I'm talking about
the
organization that they're collecting money. Well,
yeah,
I'm just developing these different districts and towns
yes.
and cities in the county.
Okay, what I'm trying to say is that the organization is the same thing that we're talking about here today.
Right.
The organization, they established because the mother organization is not doing anything for them. That's one. The second thing is that they want to, but their aims and objective is not clear. So at the end of the day, you will get them breaking away because the other people want to do this, and the group say, no, we're not doing this one. Then they will break away. So that's what's happening. But when it comes to other developmental issue, they got I think national system bond, they put in a structure in Grand Gedeh there. But these are things that I have. If you're doing something and people see it, trust me, they will give you the money. But if you say I will, people get tired. Because we go to convention, we get the money, oh, we will do this thing here, and you're not doing it, people get tired. But we got the numbers here. But when I was president for Gbarzon district, we built a school in Jaundy that from the funding, not from the convention. We told the people, so long we as soon as we did the foundation, we started asking people are giving us money like crazy. They seen them with the total, was a total school, people are giving us money. And what happened when we did the Gbarzon district school, we finished with it, we sent for people, we dedicated and turn it over to the government. Now, Nizoni, there's an organization called Nizoni, Gbarzon Nizoni. They are building a school also in the same place. So if you do something and people see it, the people will follow you. These are things that we're talking about. And these are things the Gamer Slew team will be doing. We'll make sure that these organizations are doing something over there. We'll help them with money to make sure that their projects are completed.
So it's the same thing I was saying, that the mother organization should not be in the business of running competitions with the other mushroom organization. It should be the mother organization bringing them together so as to fashion the development in one pace. For example, I think we can all go to National Sister Bond Convention, give them the support, go to this one. But what is National Sister Bond doing with the money? We need to ask them. The winner put and ask them is the mother organization. Because don't think that because you are 60 born or you must PRS and you have money, so when you want to use it, you can just use it at will. Definitely, if you have a problem tomorrow, it is the community that have the problem. Because all these mushroom organization members are within the Grand Gedeh Association.
Exactly.
So we need to have a serious discussion within the Grand Gedeh Association of how these mushroom organizations tend to relate to the mother organization. But the mother organization should take the initiatives to invite them to a serious conversation so that we all can know what is the agenda for this year. What are you intending to do? And how can we help you?
Yes.
So if you bring that to them.
Do you think the rise of all these or the establishment of all these subdivisions organization with the sectional organization, do you think it is helping or tearing down the mother organization? Your thought on that?
Well, development-wise, it's helping the mother organization, but organizational-wise, is sort of holding the mother organization hostage. Hostage in the sense that if these people developmental objectives override the mother organization, then they're not going to get more support. But if the mother organization engage them in a perpetual honest discussion, they will definitely give to the mother organization. Then don't run competition with them now. Don't run competition. If they want to do this, support them. And you be there to sort of regulate and guide them. That way, they will listen to you. But they want money to build school. You yourself, you want money to build school. Who will give you money? And they're the one you depend on. So you see, that's the irony we are facing.
Well, gentlemen, I would definitely, schedule another, segment with you guys. I love the conversation, but we got 7 minutes, so I would like for us to give our closing statement here. But definitely, I will reach out to team Ammonium,
Amueno.
Ammonium, and bring them on.
Uh-huh.
And I will
Okay.
also touch base with you guys again, because that political season, May is getting closer. We are also gearing for Kentucky. We will definitely bring you guys on, but very beautiful, nice discussion. I just checked the comment section here. Only one person, but they did not make a comment, and that's fine. We will try to bring you guys back on in the next 2 weeks or maybe 3 weeks to continue our conversation. I have a lot of questions, but time is fast spent. I'm going to give you guys at least 4 minutes each for your closing statement. We will start with Mr. Pyne.
Oh, thank you, my dear brother. And um, these kind of initiatives help to allay the fears and arouse the interest of the community. Because if they hear from the leaders in a kind of a serious and honest discussion with people like you, the media, the honest media, to spread the information that yes, something is happening. For example, the question you asked, why is it all these organizations that you have? What factor is it having? What factor is it playing on? Is it playing one organization or the mother organization playing them? Nobody here to play one another. We need to work together. So the Game of Slow team will bring them together so that we can sit down on the table, give them the position. Let's see what most of the PRs want to do and give most of the PR the benefit of the doubt and give them that opportunity. But most of the PR, you're now going this alone. With this that you're collecting from Grand Genius, we are the leaders of Grand Genius also. So we want to make sure that you take the money and develop it. Don't take the money and pocket it. Don't take the money and pocket it, Sister Bond. And the Grand Genius Association then will be having a broad face. But if you check your own accounts and give report on how much you got from XYZ program, for example, the mini convention that we had in Georgia, up to now there's no report. So this transparency shouldn't be used as a gimmick. No, transparency should be used on a broad definition of transparency. I mean clear, honest. So if we can do these things, definitely trust me, the revitalization we want will take hold and will encourage the young people. Right now, the Game of Slow team is encouraging the young people to come on because the older people, not that they're not coming on, but they want to see that the young people get up because the old people they are getting tired. Sooner or later they will leave the stage, and who are we leaving it with? And I tell you something: if you are not prepared for leadership, don't put your foot there. Don't go there and embarrass the other like the other young men that came to Pennsylvania and college and just came and took the money and left. He wasn't prepared, but there are other honest leaders in the chapter that are working, and we can see them. And I want to applaud them. And I want to tell them thank you. Your day will come. Your day will come when leadership will call upon you, when your grandchildren will call you and say, look, you know what? We think you have been doing a great job for the past time. So if you don't take money, if you don't do things right now, don't feel disheartened. But your time will come. And I want to thank you very much for hosting us. And we are ready anytime for us to come by. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So before we go to Mr. Dennis, and I just wanted to repeat a statement you just made that if you're not ready for leadership, don't go there. But if you see that most of people in the African communities or maybe in Africa, even if they are not ready for leadership, but they know that when they are in leader, they got a mullah, they got the advantage of, gaining a lot of assets, resources, and stuff. That's the African mentality. I'm just messing with the Africans' leadership. Yeah, but that's the African mentality. Some people are not ready, but because they feel that okay, if I'm governor or superintendent, I have the advantage to take this without me being penalized. I have the advantage to live a flashy life or luxurious life. So, those are some of the reasons I believe that Africans people go into leadership. It's sometimes not to help the people, but it's to grow their wealth. You see, and but let's move on to Mr.
And just to add to what you said,
Yeah.
there are a lot of them here. They only want to throw punches in the GGA platform, but they don't want to take leadership. They want to criticize, get more coming in, get more guys okre tongue, get more guys sweet tongue, get more can lie, get more can do this, but they're not able to step up. If this young man can step up, that means he has the guts, he has the determination. So don't sit back there and be, writing and say it's not leadership. Come up. show your juice, show your side of the story. So I challenge any young man who feel that they can be leaders in their community to stand up. But don't be throwing punches and then you say you want to criticize people, but you yourself you're not able to lead. So that's
Thank
the
you.
message for them.
Mr. Dennis?
Well, yeah, thank you very much for bringing us on your platform tonight. I very much appreciate it. I've been trying to get hold of you, and thank God I was able to. I just want to say, I know you live in Des Moines. I will be in Des Moines tomorrow evening for our sister.
Well, both of us
both of us will be there for the funeral.
At least I get to meet you guys in person tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow you meet us.
Yeah.
And my sympathy to the entire family. We really felt that one of the strong member of the Grand Gedeh Association, we will be there tomorrow. Yeah,
yes.
Very sad. Yeah, when it comes to the Gbarzon team, is a unique team. Unique in the sense that they got a dream, and because they got a dream, the past leaders that wanted to get to point A, from point A to point B, some of us could not get there, and somebody coming from the blind say they want to get there. That's why we are supporting Gema. And this is the former chairman of the board of directors for the Grand Gedeh Association, Mr. Daniel Pyne, is supporting. His Excellency, Mr. Jean Yebote, he's also on board supporting him. Mr. Augustine Maye is also supporting him. And we got some old Levi Kind. We got people that been in leadership. So they know exactly what they wanted to do, and the time didn't permit them. And somebody like young guy trying to get on, that's why they're supporting. And besides that, this Gbarzon team, their dream they have is to unite people, to bring people together. Nobody will say that, oh, this guy, we don't know him. I agree, you don't know him. But trust me, anytime somebody that you don't know, don't talk about him, but try to meet the person and talk to the person. You know the person. If you know the person, you know the person's ability, and you know the person's weaknesses. So these are things that we all have to fight on. The Grand Gedeh Association, again, it's been around for some time. We want to do things differently. We want to go to conventions. We collect the money, and the money will be used for the intended purpose. We will be transparent. And financial transparency is different from any other transparency. We have chapters. These chapters, they want to galvanize them to know their role. You can't say you chapter and you're not contributing towards the national development. Some chapters have the money, but nobody asking them, the national administration not asking them for anything. Why are you collecting money in fact? And these are the corrupt part there now. Because you get the money, you keeping the money, you're not doing anything with it, somebody will go and take that money there. Mm-hmm. But if the national administration will participate in your activity in that chapter, next week, the New England chapter is having a meeting. I'm flying to New England. There's a funding, they got funding $8,000 for the national administration, just for the president or his office, for his up and down. Why can't you use the money to get to these chapters and see what they're doing? Your president alone will make people to come around and just sit down and talk. And even if you are undertaking a project, tell them to be part of that project. Let them find money from that chapter to support the project.
But they have been doing it. It's not that they've not been doing it. Doing it.
No, but nobody's seen it.
No, but what I mean, Mr. Dennis, is that these chapters have been supporters of the administration.
Yeah, but how? Do they give them money? The administration go to them to ask them, look, we are undertaking this and that.
What I mean, when we go to convention and they say, okay, everybody must bring
they will do it, but I mean, the administration should be able to show what they are doing.
Exactly.
To the chapter.
That's what I'm saying.
And you understand?
I agree. So we shouldn't say that the chapter not helping. The chapter helping, but it's the administration not doing it all the way around.
Yeah. So these are things that we look at. I said during the Tim Collins administration, he said you are going to build a clinic, and chapter pay. I was on the board at the time in Pennsylvania. We paid $2,000. Where's the clinic?
They ended up being one school. One teacher quarter in Zaytown, But up to now, that
Whether it's functional, nobody knows.
up to now, that is
But-
still in question
But
because
what we're trying to say here is that
the Baba Amunya saying they're building, GGAA is saying they're building. So right now we don't know who really building. So
what we're trying to say is that let the Grenadian give the Game Slew team a chance.
Yes.
And they will see the type of change or changes that the organization will look like.
Definitely.
It will not be the same.
Definitely.
We will have a hall in, even we are anticipating to have the hall in Des Moines. Because Des Moines is a gold mine for us, for the Grenadian. Every organization have their convention over there.
Yeah.
So if you have a kind of hall in that place, it will generate fun. We want to have an office space.
And see how proactive, the president is? He talk about having the office space, right?
Yeah, in Philadelphia.
In Philadelphia. He coming next week. We ain't letting him here, but he coming to do the window shopping, make sure that he identify the building and the rest of that, so that when you win, that's it. When you don't win, you tell it. The other people say, go ahead.
Yeah, but the president, not the president, but your candidate live in Michigan, right?
Yes.
So if he's elected, he's going to have the centralized location in Philadelphia, or you take the Michigan, or you bring it to Des Moines.
No, our constitution says Philadelphia is our headquarters.
Oh,
so what you're going to do, they will be the central point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
The
constitution be amended where the headquarters of the national leadership be decide on the president that is elected?
No.
It's just the organization, we don't have that kind of thing. But so everywhere the president move, that's where the office is. If the president
so are you telling me that if Gilman wins, he's going to relocate to Philadelphia?
Not relocate. The office will be here. There's a president. There's a president in Pennsylvania.
So there's
a chapter president.
Well, he going there to work.
Gilman will be coming here.
Yes,
coming here to work. If you look at the national, even though Gedeh is not a national government, but if you look at state, Obama or Trump, they have different states where they live, but then they go to the warehouse to work. So it's
yes.
So you see, like every weekend,
what we're saying, we are not in our area. But what we want to make sure is that if you want to see the president, if there's anything that he need to come down, he will come. He always coming here.
You have
he
a
travels
secretary.
around. Don't get me wrong.
He travels a lot.
He travels a lot.
Yeah, he travels a lot.
I really want to have a part 2 of this interview because I have some really important questions. I can't squeeze it in now.
And we will be very happy to answer your question too.
Yeah, what's the question? Come on.
Yeah, I just got one more question for you guys. Then I'm going to kind of give my own concluding a summary of this segment here. So you guys gave me on the scale of 1 to 10, how optimistic are you that Gilman team going to be victorious on May 11th?
10.
Wow. Well, like I said, we will save the follow-up question. We will save the follow-up question.
Listen,
just 10. Because if I tell you something tonight, you'll laugh. From what I'm seeing, the data I'm seeing, 10 are small number. You want I-11, that's an array. Because the data is not encouraging. Seriously, the data is not encouraging.
It's not encouraging on whose side now?
Well, on the enthusiasm of the old people.
Oh.
But the young people, they are rising up.
And besides that, you see, the Game Slew team, they are working on a program. We are not bothered with anything. Even though there's some ups, there's some bumps on the way, but we are getting across them. Some chapters are refusing to tell people where to register. Some chapters. The national administration do not have a membership committee. So the national administration is telling us or telling themselves that we should register with them. Now, we are fighting a battle, an incumbent. But the two of us, we are good at that. We fought against an incumbent before.
And we
won. So we know all the other loopholes there. We are going into it. We are here high.
Anything
that they will come to think that it will obstruct us, that's not true.
When I was chairman of the board, and we had an election in Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona, and we had 4 candidates. And we had almost about 4,000 to 5,000 Granadians in attendance. This election is coming, And the mother county, the mother state of Pennsylvania, have not even registered 150.
And
Can
the
you just
president lives there.
register 150? 150. Pennsylvania, that used to send almost 300, 250. They haven't even reached 100 yet. So where are the others?
Well, they might say that they still have time because we
No,
in the
no,
month.
they still got time.
They got time. They got time. Everybody got time.
Everybody got time.
What time? It said time is
on
essence.
register. They're telling us we should register with the administration. Now, administration is supposed to have a membership committee. There are so many things that are going on, but we are prepared for anything. You will come there, and I'll look for you. I'll come over there tomorrow.
Yeah, just call me. You have my number.
I will have your number.
I will be at Wakekeeping. I'm going to live stream there. You know, Madam, the lady Edith Swat, she's an action lady. She was very close to her. We have a lot of unique conversation.
That's my cousin.
Yes, as members of the Liberian community, she's a pioneer. So so I will be there to live stream, and I will see you gentlemen tomorrow. I will do some random interview with people, and I will keep the files and I will replay the file. But gentlemen, thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys taking time off your busy schedules to come here. We look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow, and I want to tell the audience that tomorrow, Grangians and other Liberians across the United States and the world will be descending in the city of Des Moines, Iowa tomorrow. So the city, we are anticipating a very high numbers of visitors and guests. So we have a lot of things going on in the city. But everybody will meet and commemorate the life of the action lady, the late Edith Swat, who passed away on January 24, 2025, and our deepest condolences to her family. And we will miss her. She will greatly be missed, and we love her. And her memories will live on forever. So, gentlemen, thank you very much, and you guys have a pleasant night.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, and a safe flight.
Yeah, thank you. I hope to see you tomorrow evening.
Oh yeah, definitely. Okay. Yeah. All right, gentlemen. Thank you very much, here, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we really appreciate that here. And tomorrow, this weekend is a very busy weekend, and in Des Moines, Iowa. So so we will be commemorating the life of Madame Edith Swat. So so tomorrow we will see you guys at Faith Confident Church, 6000 Douglas Avenue. That's where the Wakekeeping will be held, and from there the funeral also will be held there. And, then after the funeral, the repast will be held downtown, 519 Park Street in Des Moines, Iowa. So so busy weekend. See you guys. We love you guys. Stay humble. Continue to be very optimistic, and do not be a pessimist. You always want to be an optimist, So always continue to display good sense of humor, with people you interact with on a daily basis, and just stay humble, be good, be cool, and smile more often. All right. Life is too short. All right. To keep on that frown. Nope. Keep moving. Be very, very strong, and have positive mindset, and and just do what is right. So thank you very much, and you guys have a pleasant night. We will see you guys tomorrow. Des Moines, Iowa is the place to be this weekend. Thank you. Good night.